Hello everyone, it's Mancolor here, and welcome to my video of the PAX South 2018 Mario Kart 7 tournament. So the tournament had 32 players total, with brackets of 8 players, with top 4 advancing each bracket. I'm going to be post-commentating on the gameplay, and going over some of my strategies that I used throughout the tournament. So let's get started. So the first race of round 1 was on Cheap Cheap Lagoon. I start out in 5th place, and since I'm already low down on the positions, I decided to just hit the brake button at the first turn to sandbag for a powerful item. Sometimes I sandbag for stars, that way I can plow through everybody at the initial item insanity. I get triple mushrooms in this case, and I'm able to shroom past most of the players, but I have to be careful with the Yoshi, who is the awesome Michael, and his triple greens. He has the underwater advantage, so he has higher speed and handling underwater with that combo. I chain mushroom for another mushroom, and try to get past him, but unfortunately, since he has higher handling, I can't pass him. I used mushroom on the shortcut and anticipate Michael's backspam so I knew he was dragging a green shell. And then I cancel my drift so that way I can avoid the wall of fire up to my left. Then I combine a trick with a forward banana throw, that way it goes a farther distance to potentially snipe Mike, but it doesn't work in this case. Now I can't do much in 2nd place to stop 1st place, since 1st place is guaranteed defense, and the only thing I can use to stop 1st is red shells. I can't get triple reds in 2nd, and all I have to do is rely on a blue shell, which doesn't really happen until the very end of the race. Now Mike actually does something nice here. He actually slows down before crossing the finish line, so that way the blue shell does not lock onto me. I guess he just wanted me to actually advance past the first round. However, as you will see in the next few races, I am not quite as nice to him. So the second race was on Daisy Hills. I don't sandbag at the start as much, but I try to go for a 3rd place item, but miss the item box. I see that 2nd place is holding a green shell, so I'm trying to take some weird lines to avoid getting green sniped. Then I take some wider lines to get a 3rd place item, which ends up being a red shell. I could have stopped 2nd place right here, but I wanted to wait and see if they got a red shell, which they did. I attempt to draft off them, which doesn't work, and then I see this bomb off to the right, so I have to go left to avoid it. Now the other player holding the red shell is far off to the side, so I try to throw my red shell forward to go for 1st place, and hoping that their red shell would also go for 1st place. I want 2 red shells to go for the player in 1st, that way they get stopped. But unfortunately, only 1 red shell went for the Bowser in 1st. Now right here I'm targeting Mike with my green shell, since I don't want him to be in 1st place in this bracket. However, that doesn't really matter, since only top 4 advance, so I just need to be at least 4th overall in this bracket. Then I have to go up to the left to avoid this Luigi holding the star, and then they pick up triple greens, so then I go wide again so I don't get hit by the green shells. Mike picks up a red shell in 4th place, and since I'm in 3rd, I need to advance up to 2nd place, that way Mike's red doesn't target me. Luckily the Luigi has triple bananas, so Mike isn't inclined to actually throw the red shell. I chain mushroom for a super leaf, and I also have to watch out for Sky the Kid's banana peels up in 1st. If I react quickly enough, I can use the tail to block the banana peels. A last minute blue shell appears, but for whatever reason, Sky doesn't drop out of 1st place, which he had plenty of time to do so. I also have to dodge the blue shell on its way to 1st place, and then I can slip past them and steal a 1st place. I decided to throw the bomb forward just to not be evil, but I could have dropped it backwards since there was a huge crowd of people back there. So yeah, now Mike and I are tied for 1st place. Next up we have Mario Circuit 2. I sandbag for 4th place item. I also try to draft off this Luigi, which I managed to pull off. Once I get the draft boost, I release my Super Mini Turbo, and then activate my mushroom to get the maximum benefit of the draft boost. And now I'm already out in 1st place. I drop 1 banana peel on the bounce pad, which ends up hitting 2nd place. And then from there, I pretty much front-run the whole race without any difficulty. I mean, nobody had picked up any blue shells, and even if Mike got red shell in 2nd place, I had triple bananas to defend myself. And as I mentioned earlier, 1st place is guaranteed defense from an item box. Now there was a blue shell at the very end of the race, however, I didn't see it in time, and Mike was the one to get targeted by the blue shell, so sorry I couldn't be nice to you, Mike, this time. With Mike getting 4th place in that race, I now have 1st place overall. For the final race of round 1, we have Mushroom Gorge. I see fireballs being thrown at the start, so I drop my banana peel to try stopping the person holding the fire flower, and coincidentally, that was Michael. And my banana peel makes him fall off the track. Next, I pick up a red shell, and I notice that another person is holding a red shell next to me, so I play defensively. However, the Donkey Kong in front of me backspams and hits me with their green shell. Then afterward I get hit by a star, and now I'm back in last place. Then I pick up a shock and hold on to it. I want to use it in a very good spot. I don't want to give anybody shock dodges. I see Mike who attempted to shock dodge right there, but I don't give out shock dodges that easily. I would have chained the lightning bolt at this item box, but I feel like Mike would have read my shock chain and used the star. Then I see a lot of people over the mushrooms, so I decided to target shock a lot of people there, and luckily, nobody shock dodged. I try to hold on to my star, but Mike has a bullet bill right next to me and uses it, so I panic and use my star. Luckily, I get another star at the next item box. Then I decide to hold on to this and try to smuggle it up to the top spots, since top 7 are all close to each other. Luckily, Sky the Kid is holding on to some triple reds and takes out a lot of the players for me. Then I draft off Sky, and then hit the boost pad, which makes me go really fast. Then Mike notices I'm smuggling, so he slow-owns me with the tail. But luckily, I can use the star to recover and get high speed, and I get revenge on him for doing that. Then I see a last-minute blue shell incoming, and then I have to clear off to the side since Sky's about to do the blue shell dodge, and I don't want to get caught on the explosion. And because of that, I was able to get 2nd place, and I got 1st place overall in round 1. Now getting 1st place in this bracket doesn't really matter, since only the top 4 advance, so ideally you just want to go for 4th or higher, so you don't have to try as much.